Hi, Gerald. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Elaine. We'll give everybody a few minutes to get here and then we'll get started. How's everybody doing with their projects this week? Gerald's done fed the cows and everything. Hi, Sheila. Hey, Bernie. Oh, I hope so too, Elaine. I've been playing around this is my mood cup, guys. I just took it out of the fridge because it's supposed to be black, but I've been handling it and doing everything, so it was actually green. I'm just going to hold it for a minute because it's going to take longer. Hey, Marissa. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Joan. But let's see. You can see it's starting to change colors. Like I said, I had it in the fridge for a while, so it's going to cool my hands down too. How cool is that? I am doing a video on this, guys. So all my cup guys, there's a video coming on it. Hey, Sharon. Can you guys hear everything okay? Is my sound working? It's pretty cool. I've got a couple of things that I'm going to do as well. All of my patrons that are here and those who aren't watching it and those watching it back, you should have gotten an email. I've added some benefits to the tiers for next month. So starting in April, you're going to get some extra benefits if you're a patron. Hey, Louise. Yeah, right, Gerald. I'll do more once I get out to my garage. My husband is going to build me a 6-cup turner and some stations, a spray station and all of that. But it'll be a couple of months when he gets in. He's in Wisconsin right now. Hey, Claudia. We still have a few minutes waiting on some more people to come in. Hey, Catherine. Let me switch back over here. If it's going to let me. Wants to be stubborn. There it goes. Okay. Let me play the intro, guys, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. I call this a peekaboo card, guys. Hi, Sue. I don't know if that's the correct name or terminology for it, but that's what I call it. A peekaboo. And that's what we're going to be making. And as I was saying just before I played the intro, for any of you patrons who just came in, because I got a few more people that just came in, please check your tier levels. I've added some benefits for you guys, and they will become effective next month, April 2019. So, does anybody have any design space questions? Anything like that? I'm going to keep playing with this cup, guys. That's why it was green in my other photos. I was handling it. Have to put it up out of my way. For this card, you're going to need whatever decor. You can use this base, guys, for any occasion, any celebration, anything that you want to use it for. It is a square card. If you want to rework the mechanism after you learn how to put it together, those of you who are not patrons and don't have access to this file, you can recreate this pretty easily, and you should be able to see when we put it together how it goes. Very easy to recreate. And if you need help recreating any files in Design Space or things like that, you see something on Pinterest, can let us know. The fourth Saturday at noon every month we're doing Pinteresting recreations. So just let us know and we will do some of those, and you can learn Design Space in the process. Hey Karen, or is it Karen or Claire? I'm not sure who's here. One of you. I know it's either Karen or Claire. So let's get started on this card. For this one, you can use either one, guys. You can use tearing tape or you can use your glue. Hey Valerie. So you can use either one of these. If you're scared that you may squish your glue into your mechanism, then by all means use tearing tape. I use glue on this one and mine works perfectly fine. In the file, you're going to have your card base, and you're just going to fold that in half. Use your bone folder and get yourself a good crease on it. And then you're going to have your decor, of course, whatever you choose to put on yours. And like I said, any occasion, anything. And then you're going to have your panels. And they're just going to layer up for your decor. We don't need those right now. We'll do that at the end. And then you're going to have your 3 mechanism pieces. 3 pieces. And you can stamp this piece. In the file, I put a print and cut on there just so you would know what your area is for your stamping. You don't want to go much larger than that. Okay? Because you want them to be able to see that. But you don't, if you go too much further in there, it's not going to be seen. And I used Stampin' Up! Whisper White for this, just because I'm low on my Cricut and I want to save some of it. I haven't got my order in yet. But you want to use a good stiff cardstock on your pull piece. And I did put the word pull on it so that you would know which one was the pull piece in that file. I didn't want to leave just a blank file for you guys, even though you could use it for any holiday, and that's why I named it the Peekaboo card and didn't mention Easter in it. You can change it up, but I wanted to be sure that you had a guide with some images so that you would know what piece was what and how much area you had. So, that being said, this piece is the only one that really needs to be good and heavy. So you can use whatever. If you want to use craft board for it or craft cardstock, whatever. But I'm going to say 110 pound for this. The 80 is just a little, to me, a little light. But it will work. It will work. It's just when you go to push it back in, it could bend on you. So just so you guys know that. Then you have your base panel, your mechanism panel, I should say. And this is your mechanism. It's going to cut 3 sides, and then you've got 2 scores and then a 3rd score right here on this edge. And it's going to fold by valley. You'll be surprised how fast this card is too. And then by mountain. And then that little one is a valley. And it's tiny. It's only about a 1/4 inch. So you guys use your scrapers, whatever you need to press against it to get your fold started. And then of course you want to give it a good crease. Now this piece right here, I didn't do it on that one, and you can see that it kind of sticks up after you push it back in. And I think if I fold this, I could be wrong, back one more time, fold it both ways to kind of break it down a little bit, it might relax easier. And this paper is my Mind's Eye, the Swiss dots, in case anybody needed that. So I'm just going to get it to where it's kind of lying flat again. Everybody with me so far? Yes, Amanda is our Stampin' Up. There should be a link below for her. If there's not, you guys let me know because I accidentally erased it and I'll have to put it back in there. So once you've got all of the folds on there, which is just the 3 folds, valley, mountain, valley, flip it over, keeping your slot to your right. Then you're going to get either your tearing tape, your glue, whatever you want, and put it directly on the end of this piece. If I can put it on straight would help. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. You can get it several places. You can get it at, I think Stampin' Up! Has some. Hobby Lobby has it, Michael's has it, Joann's has it, Scrapbook.com has it, everybody has it. Except Cricut. Cricut doesn't have it. And then you're just going to peel off your tearing tape protector. Get rid of that. And with this piece, just like it is, you want to make sure that whatever your stamped image is facing you, and you're just going to flip it towards you. You're going to stick it right through the hole there. You know what? No, I didn't. I put it in right. So that when it's flipped over, you should be able to see it right there. That's how you want it. And you're just going to hold down the edge. And I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but I'm going to try to lift this up. I want it right up to the edge of that. And I stuck it down. It's a good thing it was centered. Before you press this down, make sure that it's center of your slot. Okay, and then just stick it down. And it should be on this side of your score line. You don't want to get on the inside piece. You want to stay on the back side of your score line. So it's going to look something like this at this point. You guys, see if I can get close enough for you guys to see. Just like this. Is everybody with me? Thank you, Jamie. So now that we have that, let's see if I can remember. Pull, yep, no. We want this piece. We want this tiny, tiny, tiny piece. This is where your tear and tape really helps, guys. But glue, to me, is easier. You want to stay on that score line or inside that score line. Don't go outside your score line. See how mine is over the edge? That's why I don't like the tearing tape. I prefer glue here. If your tearing tape is sticking out over the side edge, you'll need to cut that off. 1/8 of an inch is better for this on the tearing tape on this piece, but all I had was 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to trim that off so that it is not in my mechanism. And if you're using glue, make sure that you don't put so much glue that it squishes out, okay? So that's all you want to do. Just keep it on the right side of your score line and not overhanging, because you don't want this piece to stick to it later. And then you can peel that off. If I can get a hold of it. I have a love-hate relationship with this stuff. You want to take this piece and you want to lay it with all of this flat up against the hole there. And it's okay if it doesn't have to be exactly even on these sides. It'll be okay, but the more even you can get it, the better. So now you're left with a piece like this. Okay? And like I said, as long as some of it's overhanging both sides, you're fine, but the further center you can get it, the better. Then another piece of tape with your pull to that end, put it on the top. And peel that off. If I can get it to peel without lifting the tape. I'm taking the whole tape with me. There we go. And then you're going to center that. And you want to center it of this piece. And it should overhang just so you see the word pull. You don't need a whole lot, just a little bit. And you're sticking it to this piece right here. That's all you're sticking it to. It should not be stuck to anything else. Just like that. Okay? Now here comes the really fun part. Just going to go around all the edges here. And you want a second piece right here, not on doesn't have to be all the way up to the edge, but you want it. That's good. Just a piece right there. And then you're going to put a small piece here. A small piece here. And if you're using glue, you're putting glue here, same places. You just don't want to get so much. Make sure that you're not in the fold here, but just on this side of it. And then you can put, if you want, another piece, but make sure you're below your mechanism, okay? You don't want it to be in the way. So I'm off a little bit, but if you've got yours more centered, you'll pull this piece down so that your mechanism is not touching it. You have enough space. That's it, guys. And you're just going to peel all of your paper off of it, your protective paper. And you're going to see why I prefer glue, because I'm just going to go ahead and take bets that I don't get mine on straight, because I use tape instead of glue. Oh no, you watched them peel it off first, Debbie? Oh, I don't know how they did that. I couldn't do it. Okay, guys. Then you're just going to put that on your panel. And I'm just going to hold that up where I'm going to have to stand up to do this, because if I don't, I know it's going to be off, but it depends on if it's way off or not if I sit down. And then you're just going to stick it down. And then when you pull it, it should look just like this. Okay? And then if you have written into your card, make sure that you have your panel going the right way. Don't ask me how I know to check that, but I know I'm not alone. And I'm just going to use my glue on this. You can use tearing tape, whatever you want. Don't get it on your mechanism. Don't get enough on that edge that it squishes out into your mechanism. Don't ask me how I know that one too. And then we're just going to place it down. I told you I'd get it off. This one's a little bit wider, but oh well. My other one is right. I used glue on this one, so I got it right. Okay. And now our decorative panels. Set that to the side and let it dry. Again, whatever adhesive you want, I'm using the art glitter glue on these. And then you're going to apply it to the card. You do not want to go past this fold or this fold. So I'm going to use glue so you guys can see me here. That is the only place that you want any adhesive. And then you can just line the edge up with that score and press it down. Ta-da! It's done. That's a good idea, Kathy. I always have a love-hate relationship. I don't mind the tearing tape as much as I do the red line. But I know what my issue is I use this one with the little hook on it. and it pierces through the paper to the tape itself, and I lift both. That's what I do. But that's all there is to that, guys. And then if you want to use your Nuvo drops and things like that, of course, use those. And I just used some pearl white on his tail and his eye. Actually, this is ivory seashell in the Nuvo drops. And then I used Yellowbird glitter drops in the four corners. And on the card. And those may or may not be even. Let's see. I just wanted to use some Easter colors on there, and then I used purple for my next one. I know that's not even. You guys can use pearls, whatever you have. If you don't have Nuvo drops, use pearls, rhinestones, anything you have. And then this one, did I say what color that was? That was Purple Rain. And this one is Sherbet Shimmer. And you can get these at scrapbook.com, Blitsy, Amazon. Oh, I just messed up my yellow dot. I knew I would do that. Always on camera, right? It's an easy fix. I'm just going to pop him in there. Guys, if you don't have a true control knife, it is my #1 go-to tool. I use it for everything just about. That's why it looks like it does. It's covered in paint and everything. These take about 30 minutes to dry, and you do want to let it sit flat, but they will hold their shape. They're similar to Stickles too, Ranger. And then I just did like a little teardrop type draw on both sides. Made it thicker on one side. And then I just kind of swooped it, and it dried like a bow. You guys can see. On my bunny. And that's all there is to it, guys. Quick, easy card, but interactive. You don't even need the camera. Yeah, I do it frequently. Yeah, that's the chocolate bunny in Design Space. I just grabbed one. I started to do them as a print and cut. Somebody had done a black and white checked bunny on a canvas. It was really cute. And I was looking for the Easter ones, but then I got to thinking if I put that in the file, then you guys couldn't upload it. And if I used a pattern from Design Space, then anybody on mobile couldn't open it. So I opted not to do that, but I really wanted to do a checkered pattern on him. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed this one. This one's a really quick, easy, interactive card. Again, make sure that you use your pull piece. I'm going to say 110 pound, or either double up a piece of the 65 or 80. Double up a piece of it. Very easy to do. Just cut two. And any occasion, guys, you could use that for baby showers, weddings, birthdays, you name it. How cute would that be as an invitation where the time and all popped out on there? How cute would that be? And there is space. Make sure I got the dry one. I'm going to set this one off to the side so I don't make that mistake. When you pull this out, there is an area here. If you want to mark that off before you adhere your panel to put information or put a stamp or decorative paper or whatever, just use a pencil and dot each one of the corners to give you the space. Then go in and put whatever you want in that area and then put your panel down. So you do have some extra space on there if you wanted to do an invitation on there. Something at the top and bottom, and then your main part here would be super cute. Yes, some scrap watercolor papers, anything for this pool, Jamie, that would be great. It doesn't need a whole lot, but I did make this card tight because I wanted that mechanism to stay in there and not be floppy when they pulled it, just flopping back down. So I left it tight like that. I could have cut out a 0.005 there and made it looser, but I figured just a heavier pull would be better. So does anybody have any design issues this week? Have any design space issues that you need cleared up? Any project issues? Anything at all? Any escals? Whatever I know about it, if I can answer it, I will. Yeah, that's all you need, Jamie. Those will work perfect. Out of that 2x9, you could get probably 3 or 4. 2, 3, 4, something like that. I think it's just over an inch, about 1.25 inches wide. And if memory serves me, it might be, I don't know, 4 inches, 4 1/4, 4 1/2. I don't know. Some of my pieces were 1/4 inch and some were 1/2 inch and some were 3/4. So, but you could easily recreate this card if you're not a patron. If you're not a patron, please consider supporting Patreon. I have a link for that below as well. All you have to do is click in the description there. Lots of perks for patrons. All right, guys. If anybody doesn't have any questions, or if you do and you forgot to ask, make sure that you come to the groups and ask them. You're having trouble moving things on the mat, not getting the handle in the upper left. Are you on mobile, Deb, or are you on a PC? Because when you're on, let me get over here to Design Space. When you're on your mat screen, this is the first screen, just so you guys can see since I wasn't over here. When you hit Make It, I have it, Claudia. I have it opened, and that's as far as I got. That is what I'm working on this evening. I'm getting there. A laptop. Okay. When you are on this first screen after hitting Make It, this is where you get those handles. If you hit Continue, you're not going to get them. Okay? Here's your Rotate, and here is the 3 dots. So if you're getting Rotate, it's there. It may not be loading. Now if you hit Continue here, and then you come back to the mat, and you click Edit, all you're going to get is Rotate. So that's probably what's happening. Because you can only do this on the first mat screen. The first mat screen only. Here I hit Make It. And I'm not going to have it on my print and cuts. Then on this screen right here, you can see this is where you have your project copies, how many you can change it to and apply. Let me just go ahead and do that. So I have extra pieces, but if I wanted to cut, say, these pieces out of the dark purple, I can click on it and move it to another mat and click that dark purple mat and confirm it, and it's going to move it over here for me, and I can move it. I can rotate it. I can do any of that stuff. Again, I can move it to another mat. I can do another color. I can do a whole new mat, whatever I wanted to do with that piece. But once I hit Continue after I've done that, and I'm on where it starts to find my machine and where I'm selecting my materials, I can no longer do that. At that point, if I have forgot and I have a half sheet of paper, I can click Edit, and I can get that Rotate button. I can move it this way or I can rotate it, but that's all I can do from here. You won't get those 3 dots on this screen. It's too late for the 3 dots. The only way that you can do it is to cancel your cut and go back. That's the only way. Hey, Catherine. That's okay. Playback will be available. So just remember, because I do it all the time too, I'm like, I need to change that to 8.5 by 11 paper. Again, your mirror, you can do the mirror from the other, but if you want to change your paper size, you have to do it on this screen too. Otherwise, you have to cancel and go back. It won't let you change it on the next screen. But you can do everything on this first set. But after Continue, you can't change the paper size. It won't let you. You can just mirror or rotate or move it on the mat. Those are the only 3 options. Hey, Sarah. Oops. I said Sarah and my phone went off. It thought I said, hey, Siri.
Go ahead.
Excuse my phone. So did that answer that? And who else? Somebody else had a question. Oh, Claudia. The foil quilt. I have it. And I am going to do something with it, and I am going to do a video because I want to see if it works as easily as they showed in their video and show you guys. Let me jump back over here. This is exactly how far I got. I got it unpackaged, and I did get my foils. It finally came in. That was one of the things I was waiting on so that I could test it out and show you guys. But it's coming. If you guys are looking to get the foil quill, just because we brought it up and we have showed it, if your machine is in warranty, it will void your warranty. It is a third-party tool. So, that being said, I have a machine, an Air 2. It's out of warranty. I'm going to use it on that. I also have a Silhouette. So I am not putting it in my maker, because if it overheats and it melts my clamp or the deck, I don't want to be without my maker. I can live without my Silhouette, or I could live without my Air 2 while I got it replaced. But I don't want to have to replace my maker. So and we are getting a major storm. But anyway, I will get that video out to you, Claudia. I have not forgot. Like I said, I just got my foil 2 days ago, so that's as far as I got. Yeah, I think I'm going to love it too. So I'm going to do a couple of cards and show you guys if it works, if it doesn't, what my opinions are of it. So to quill for the foil, this is the foil quill, Debbie. This is a foiling, and it goes into your adapter on the pen side of your machine, and it heats up and puts the foil on there. But you can use it on nearly any paper, but you can only use, I don't think you can use any of the foils except the foil quill foil, because this is heat activated, and the others are, they're heat activated, but they're for toner. This one doesn't use a toner. Okay, this is more like a heated adhesive type, is what I'm guessing. I haven't opened it up and looked yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because there's no toner. You're going straight onto your cardstock with it, even though they're using heat. So I'm guessing the heat is melting the adhesive and causing the foil to stick. Yeah, on textured paper, I didn't think that it would, Jamie, because looking at the quills on these, you do get 3 sizes. They're kind of smooth, so they're going to be pressed down on a smooth surface against a textured surface, and it's only going to get the texture that's on the top. So whatever is indented down, it's not going to push down into it, I don't believe. Yeah, Jamie has one too. The Gemini foils and the Spellbinders, but your Heidi swap does not work. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jamie. Heidi swap doesn't work. Tonic Studios, not Tonic Studios, Thermoweb doesn't work. The Gina K does not work. Am I correct, Jamie? The Gina K, or Thermoweb and Gina K is really the same. Those two do not work, and the Heidi swap does not work. Yes, Deb, that's a good way to put it. It's like a wood burner, but it's actually put, instead of burning into it, it's adhering foil to the paper. No, Pat, I did mention it. It will void your warranty. If your machine is in warranty, it surely will. It is a third-party tool. All third-party tools, no matter what they are, whether they have heat, whether they don't, any of them, any third-party tools will void your warranty. That being said, like I stated before, I have a Silhouette and I have an Air 2 out of warranty. My maker is out of warranty, but I am not going to put it in my maker. I could, if something were to happen, live without my other machine. Now, that being said, We Are Memory Keeper said if you use it in your machine and it damages your machine, to contact their customer support. What are they going to do about it? They did not say. I don't know. I don't know. But they said if it damages your machine in any way, to contact their customer support. You have tested 3 others? Yeah, Jamie, just let me know what they are, because I haven't had time to test mine. This is not the rolled paper craft, Debbie. It is not. This actually, if you click my link below for the foil quill, it will take you over to Swing Design, where you can get it for $79. I think it's $99 everywhere else. Joann's has it, but you cannot use coupons on it or the foils or anything. I tried. It wouldn't allow. But you can take a look there. There is a video on how it's done. There is also the disclaimer for your Cricut machine that tells Cricut users to please read this before you order. So, Gemini, Spellbinders, and Heatwave, and they do work or they don't work, Jamie? Yeah, Pat, if your machine's in warranty, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not going to encourage anybody to void the warranty on their machine ever. Like I said, I do have a Silhouette and I do have a Air 2 out of warranty. And even though my maker's out of warranty, I am not putting it in my maker. That's not going to happen. I don't put things in my maker. Okay, that makes sense, Jamie. The Heatwave is made by We Are, so it probably will. But it's just going to it's going to enhance and put your cards on another level. And like I said, I've got a couple of layouts that I'm working on. I was waiting on my foil, so I am going to be working on it tonight. I'm going to try to wrap up my Mood Cup video and get it done out of the way, and then do my foil quill video for you guys. Because those I don't want to do live because I don't know what kind of time is involved. I know what kind of time is involved with the cups, and they just take too long. Right, Pat, and that's me. I don't want to damage it because, I mean, even though it's not in warranty, if something were to happen and it overheated and melted my clamp, where would I be? I can't live without my maker, so I don't put third-party tools into my maker. I will use one of my other machines that I could live without. They're less expensive to replace. But they do give you the tips for... they give you an A, B, C, and D. One is for the Brother Scan and Cut, one is for the Silhouette, one is for the Cricut, and one is for the... Oh, somebody help me out. There's another machine, there's another cutter, and I can't remember. Can't remember what cutter it's for, but there's another cutter that you can, that they give you an adapter for. The bold is very uneven. When I do cards and stuff like that, I'm more into the intricate. So I don't really go for the bold writing on anything. Very rare do I use bold on anything. Sizzix, thank you, Sue. I knew there was one. There is an adapter for the Sizzix machine in there as well. Yeah, there's one for the Silhouette in there, Debbie. It's the Sizzix, the Brother, the Cricut, and the Silhouettes. There's an adapter for each one in the kit. Okay, guys. It will tear the foil on this. Okay. Jamie's been playing with hers. I haven't had time. Thanks for the tips, Jamie, because I don't want them to waste their materials. So if you guys get stuck, if you've got the foil quill and you get stuck, just post in there and tag Jamie. She can answer some of the things that I haven't played with yet. She's already been playing with hers. Mine got back ordered. She's got a couple of weeks jump on me. All right, guys, I appreciate you all joining me. If you're watching the playback, don't forget to thumbs up and give us a like and a share. And I will see you guys again on Monday, the 1st. Is that right? Is the next live the 1st? On April Fool's Day? It is. Oh boy. And that reminds me, save your photos. We had a request to do some bloopers. So we're going to be posting a post in the chat for some bloopers. And we want to see all of your mess ups. We're going to be posting ours too. Hi, Miss Sheila. You've been playing with yours for a week. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad you joined me. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off, let you guys get back to your crafting, and I will see you on April Fool's Day next Monday, and we will have a project together. I don't know about that, Jamie. I know I couldn't. My moderators are my right arm, guys. They really are. I really do appreciate them. You guys have a good rest of the night and the rest of the week, and I'll see you on Monday.